Welcome to JoyTube. If you are new here, you are highly appreciated. Today, in this captivating tale from the ancient Book of Jasher, we follow the journey of Joseph, a man who rose from being sold into slavery to becoming the second most powerful figure in Egypt. His incredible journey intertwines themes of betrayal, divine providence, forgiveness, and the eventual reconciliation of a fractured family. As the famine strikes the region, Joseph's role as the savior of nations and his dramatic reunion with his brothers unfolds in a series of breathtaking events. Stay with us as we delve into this timeless story of resilience, wisdom, and faith. The famine, foretold by Joseph's divinely inspired interpretation of Pharaoh's dreams, devastates Egypt and the surrounding lands. Joseph, having risen to power as Pharaoh's second-in-command, executes his plan to store grain during 7 years of plenty. His foresight proves crucial as Egypt becomes the epicenter of survival for the starving nations. Meanwhile, the children of Tarshish wage war against the sons of Ishmael. The Ishmaelites, overwhelmed and outnumbered, seek aid from Egypt. Pharaoh entrusts Joseph with a mighty army, and Joseph decisively defeats the Tarshishites, solidifying his reputation as a leader of unparalleled skill. As famine grips the world, Egypt's abundance becomes a beacon of hope. Joseph ensures that food is distributed fairly, even enacting measures to document each buyer to prevent exploitation. However, the people's private stores rot, leading to desperation. Pharaoh redirects the masses to Joseph, who maintains order with wisdom and efficiency. Among those seeking sustenance are Joseph's brothers, sent by their father Jacob from Canaan. Unknown to them, the man they approach for help is their long-lost brother. When Jacob afterward heard that there was corn in Egypt, he called unto his sons to go to Egypt to buy corn, for upon them also did the famine prevail, and he called unto his sons, saying, Behold, I hear that there is corn in Egypt, and all the people of the earth go there to purchase. Now therefore why will you pretend to satisfied with food before the whole earth? Go also down to Egypt, and buy us a little corn amongst those that come there, that we may not die of this famine. And the sons of Jacob hearkened to the voice of their father, and they rose up to go down to Egypt to buy corn among the rest that came there. And Jacob their father commanded them, saying, When you come into the city, do not enter together in one gate, on account of the inhabitants of the land. And the sons of Jacob went forth to Egypt, and the sons of Jacob did as their father had commanded them, and Jacob did not send Benjamin, for he said, Lest an accident befalls him on the road like his brother, and 10 of Jacob's sons went forth to Egypt. Joseph knew his brothers have entered Egypt to buy corn. He devised a means to get them. And whilst the sons of Jacob were going on the road, they repented of what they had done to Joseph, and they spoke to each other, saying, We know that our brother Joseph went down to Egypt, and now we will seek him where we go, and if we find him we will take him from his master for a ransom, and if not, by force, and we will die for his sake. And the sons of Jacob agreed to this thing and strengthened themselves on account of Joseph, to deliver him from the hand of his master. And the sons of Jacob went to Egypt, and when they came near to Egypt they separated from each other, and they came through 10 gates of Egypt, and the gatekeepers wrote their names on that day, and brought them to Joseph in the evening. And Joseph read the names from the hand of the gatekeepers of the city, and he found that his brethren had entered at the 10 gates of the city, and Joseph at that time commanded that it should be proclaimed throughout the land of Egypt, saying, Go forth all ye store guards, close all the corn stores, and let only one remain open, that those who come may purchase from it. And all the officers of Joseph did so at that time, and they closed all the stores and left only one open. And Joseph gave the written names of his brethren to him that was set over the open store, and he said unto him, Whosoever shall come to thee to buy corn, ask his name, and when men of these names shall come before thee, seize them and send them, and they did so. And when the sons of Jacob came into the city, they joined together in the city to seek Joseph before they bought themselves corn. And they went to the walls of the harlots, and they sought Joseph in the walls of the harlots for 3 days, for they thought that Joseph would come in the walls of the harlots, for Joseph was very comely and well favored. And the sons of Jacob sought Joseph for 3 days, and they could not find him. And the man who was set over the open store sought for those names which Joseph had given him, and he did not find them. And he sent to Joseph, saying, These 3 days have passed, and those men whose names you give us have not come. And Joseph sent his servants to seek the men in all Egypt, and to bring them before Joseph. And Joseph's servants went and came into Egypt, and could not find them, and went to Goshen, and they were not there, and then went to the city of Ramses, and could not find them. And Joseph continued to send 16 servants to seek his brothers, and they went and spread themselves in the four corners of the city, and 4 of the servants went into the house of the harlots, and they found the 10 men there seeking their brother. And those 4 men took them and brought them before him, and they bowed down to him to the ground, and Joseph was sitting upon his throne in his temple, clothed with princely garments, and upon his head was a large crown of gold, and all the mighty men were sitting around him. And the sons of Jacob saw Joseph, and his figure and comeliness and dignity of countenance seemed wonderful in their eyes, and they again bowed down to him to the ground. And Joseph saw his brethren, and he knew them, but they knew him not, for Joseph was very great in their eyes, therefore they knew him not. And Joseph spoke to them, saying, Where did you come from? And they all answered and said, Your servants have come from the land of Canaan to buy corn, for the famine prevailed throughout the earth, and your servants heard that there is corn in Egypt, so we have come among others to buy corn for our support. And Joseph answered them, saying, If you have come to purchase as you say, why did you come through 10 gates of the city? It can only be that you have come to spy the land. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe to JoyTube, and make sure not to miss part 2 of this very video.